Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. It's all because of MENG WANZHOU. And you'll understand what I'm saying in a minute or two. But I'd like to address something first. I have never in my life seen so much hate comments on my channel since I started doing this a year and a half ago. My God, Martha. It was just... Anyway, the first one, I did a video here about 2 weeks ago. Are Chinese cheap? Oh, yeah, I got a lot of people saying, you can't say cheap. That's disrespectful. Motorcycles. Disrespectful to the max. You can say frugal and you can say thrifty, but you can't say cheap. Well, okay. I'll take that one on the chin, not a problem. Then I did the video on Hong Kong and the riots or the protests in Hong Kong. Well, the Chinese people liked it, but the Hong Kongers didn't, and the Westerners didn't either. Oop. What's that? Sneaky weasel beer. Okay, so then I thought, well, why not just go all in and do a video about Nathan Rich and Serpent ZA, and I step in a hornet's nest or what? It was, I've never seen anything like it. I pissed off Nathan's, the people that like Nathan, and I pissed off the people that like Serpent ZA. The only positive comment I got was from Joey, and he's a Mexican, part Mexican, part Indian guy from the States, and he always makes really nice comments. Thanks, Joey. You're a good guy. Anyway, so then I thought, well, how can I piss off some more people? So this video is not really to piss people off. It's a video about taking responsibility rather than trying to blame something else. Everybody knows that a couple of Canadians got picked up as spies in China, and they're in jail now, and it'll all wash out in the long run. But because it was just after MENG WANZHOU got arrested in Vancouver, you got it, the Canadian government says, oh, it's because of MENG WANZHOU. Okay, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. But as we go along in this video, you'll see that there's a trend here. Okay, so then at Schellenberg, the drug dealer, friggin' half a ton of meth, come on now, and he got 15 years, and then he appealed it. Yeah, and everybody knows he got the death penalty on his appeal. Oh, yeah, it's because of MENG WANZHOU. See, the Canadian government won't take any responsibility for any of this if they can blame somebody else, because it's just bad politics if you're in the wrong. Okay, so that's fine. March 1st, China stopped buying canola from Richardson and Viterra. They're the two of the larger exporters of canola from Canada, and they found weed seed, and that's not what they were buying. So they said, well, this is contaminated canola. We don't want that. And I watched a couple of videos of Viterra and Richardson talking about why China has suspended their export license. You got it. It's because of MENG WANZHOU. Okay, well, they've got their opinion. I guess they're entitled to it. Okay, and then everybody knows that 3 pork producers have been shut down by China, and they got shut down because there was a banned substance in the pork from these 3 producers. So they shut down their export license too. So being a curious little character like I am, I figured, oh, what's this banned substance? Ractopamine. Okay, ractopamine. What is ractopamine? Well, it's something that they put in the feed. I guess, helps to get leaner meat. Okay, well, why is it banned? Well, where is it banned? Let's go, where is it banned first? Well, it's banned in China since 2007. I did my homework. In Taiwan since 2006. 2011 in Russia, and I think it was Indonesia banned it in the 1980s. So it's banned. What does it do? Well, it makes the meat tougher, for one thing, because if it's leaner, it's tougher. We all know that. Fat is good in meat. Num, num, num. All right. Well, what does it do to the animals? Well, they've got what they call down animals, where they can't stand. They just lay there. With cattle, it stiffens their limbs, so they have dead limbs. They can't use them. They have hyperactivity. They're prone to heart problems with fast heartbeat. Hyperactivity, fast heartbeat. Yeah, it gives them muscle tremors to the point where it can break bones. Oh yeah. So in humans, it creates anxiety and fast heartbeat, and I wonder if it makes our meat tough. Yeah, probably does. But so if it's that bad for the animals, and they're feeding it to these critters, and then we're eating it in Canada here, maybe I'd rather eat pork in China rather than the pork here. But it didn't end. Oh, and because these 3 pork producers got shut down for this banned substance in the pork, you got it. It's because of MENG WANZHOU. Come on, guys. Now, you see a pattern. The spies, the drug sellers, the canola, the pork producers. Now, see, they've got a go-to all. Just so long as MENG WANZHOU is still in jail. Not in jail, but arrested in Canada. She's at home. And we'll get into that in another video. But just so long as she's still under arrest in Canada, that is the Canadian government's go-to all excuse for why China is doing this to poor little Canada. You know, we're like a flea on China's ass as far as economic powers go. And we need China more than China needs us. I guarantee you that. And then today, this morning, I wake up and all meat products from Canada have been suspended for export to China. Why is this? Just a second. Okay, why is this? Okay, well, it's because 188 veterinary certificates on shipments have been found to be fake, falsified documents from Canada. But I guarantee you, within a couple of days, they're going to say it's because of MENG WANZHOU. And that's just the way the Canadian government deals with. So I'm pissing off Canadians today. So I did the Chinese, pissed them off with the Chinese are cheap, or are Chinese cheap. See, I did it in a question, and I thought that I could get away with that. No. And then the Hong Kongers. So I pissed off the Chinese. I pissed off the Hong Kongers. And I pissed off all of Nathan's viewers, and I pissed off all of Serpentier's viewers. And I thought, wow, there's only 35 million people in Canada, so I can only piss off 35 million people by making this video. So yes, so you give it a couple more days, and MENG WANZHOU will be responsible, or be the reason, not responsible, for China shutting down meat exports from Canada. So you can say, Gweilo, how bad can that be? You know, like how much canola can Canada produce and send to China? Well, last year it was between 2.7 and $4 billion worth of canola. Yeah, so and just think, the Canadian farmers, if they knew it was their government that was making these problems for them, they would never get another vote. No, and they shouldn't, because they're turds, Trudeau's, little potatoes. Yes. So that 2.7, say $3 to $4 billion, doesn't go into the farmers' pockets anymore. It just sits in the bins. Okay, MENG WANZHOU. And that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe for sure, and push that share button. Thanks for watching. Bye now.